Mike, what's good, man? I ain't gonna be here that long, but I just hopped on real quick. Say what's up to y'all. Say what's up to everybody real quick. I don't think I've been on Instagram all week. I've been going heavy on YouTube. Yep, what's good though? I know, right? You shocked. Shocked to see me without my shades on. They on deck though. Don't get it twisted. They here. I just woke up from a power nap, so I don't know. I just didn't feel like putting them on yet, I guess. I don't even know. What else, Stacy? What's good, Cam? I know, me without shades is like Mr. T without gold. It's like part of the uniform. Yeah, I've been on here for a couple of minutes. Well, actually, no. I ain't even gonna lie. I've been on here for about 20 minutes. And market's not doing too much right now, right this second. It looked like it wanted to slow down a little bit, but then it started speeding back up again, so as of this junction, it's still got some acceleration in it, for sure. Who's that? SJS, what's up? What's good? Yeah, it got acceleration in it, definitely. Just doing what it feel like doing, pretty much. Oh, that's Santos. What's up, man? Okay, I gotta remember your handle, SJS. So that's Santos. Santos Ortiz, right? Alright, I remember that. I shall commit that to my memory. Alright, I'm definitely woke up now. Now the light out here is looking crazy to me. It's mad bright right now too. All right, that's better. Yeah, so market just moving around. Yeah, it has some acceleration in it right now. When I first came on, this was about maybe 25 minutes ago. It looked like it was starting to settle down a bit, and then it just started to accelerate again. But it's cool. It's cool. There's the mark full of you know, right? As Stacy would call me, shades. Yellow hilarious. Yep. Bensky, what up? Kylie, what's up? Yep. But you know, it's Friday. So I remember maybe what month are we in now? April? I think this might have been February. February, we had a Friday, and we had a bunch of clusters on a Friday. You know, I actually like when the market does things and then people can't like kind of put a finger on what the market is doing, because you know, when the market remains like very unpredictable, it keeps you sharp so that you always do your job, because it's easy for people to fall into the bad habit of trying to curve fit. You know, it's very easy for people to see a pattern, something that the market might do, let's say for a few weeks or a few months. The market is repeating a pattern like on the same 2 days each week. You know, so let's say like on a Thursday and on a Friday, the market is doing certain things, and it's doing that for like a few weeks. So now what people will do, they'll say, oh, you know, on Thursdays and such day, the market does this. And it's not true. It's just a pattern that you noticed or that you might have picked up on, but the market will switch up on you so fast that whatever pattern you thought that you recognized is over with when the market decides to do something else. So that's why you can't rely on that. You know what I'm saying? You have to rely on your actual skill and your ability to interpret what it's always doing now. So that means interpret what it's doing when you're looking at the market. Don't worry about trying to get on in time, you know, a certain day or a certain time of day to be on the charts when certain things that you want to happen are going to happen. It does not work like that, man. At all. It doesn't work like that. That's probably, out of everything that you guys are going to learn, that right there is the most important thing that you're going to learn about the market. That your job is to always be on top of the market now. Real time. I don't care what it did last month. I don't care what it did a year ago around this time. None of that means anything. And that's why you have to continuously train and continuously improve your skill and your ability, because you have to be prepared for whatever the market decides to show and to reveal to you. I hate when a seat does that. Why does a seat do that? You know, you got to be on point. And that's kind of what it is that people will try to shy away from. They'll try to shy away from, you know, having to actually do it themselves. You know what I'm saying? Can't do that. Be the man, what's happening? Shoebox, it's good. I like that tag, shoebox stash. I like that. Stacy said, the moment I'm not entitled to clusters, one trade is all I'm talking. Is all I'm taking. Got you. Got you. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yep, that definitely makes sense. And that's another thing too, like the sense of entitlement. You know, like you really have to have a high level of audacity to think that the market is supposed to. And so it is so crazy to me. And this is why I like to talk about like my experiences. What's up, Jay Carly? I like talking about my experiences not only in the past, but like as I've moved recently, like in recent years, when it comes to dealing with the market. What I like about it is that I can offer a lot of insight into the psychology that you have to have in order to deal with the market, because people really be thinking that it's something that it ain't. Like, it really amazes me. People really have a lot of audacity. Like, you got a lot of nerve to really think that the market owes you something. First of all, you got a lot of nerve to think that, you know, the skill that we have is something that you just snap your finger and get. You just snap your finger. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I'm good. Like, you know, you got a lot of audacity to think that that's it. That, like, where does it work like that for anything? Like, tell me one thing, period, that you can do as far as learning, where you learn it in like a month and you set for life. Where does that happen? You know what I mean? It don't. And it's so crazy because not only does it not happen, but people think that you're going to be able to do that with something like the market itself. Like, you're bugging out. You're like noodles to think that. The market is the last place for you to be able to do that. The last place. Like, yeah. And you'll know that I get on here and I rant sometimes, but I rant because of conversations that I be having with people. People message me all the time, like from all over the place, on all different platforms. Somebody hit me on Twitter the other day and was asking me, you know, the famous question, oh, well, how long is it going to take me to learn this? Because I got bills to pay. What? You got bills to pay? Like, what does that have to do with learning this? You see what I'm saying? Like, one thing has nothing to do with the other. But this is the mentality that people have. The mentality that people be having is just really just amazes me. Because I'm like, why do you think that that's the case? What in your life now is like that? Where you get it, and then you got it, and then you good. Like, tell me one thing where that happens. So, you know, you can't tell me one place that works like that, but then you want to come into what it is that I'm doing and tell me that it's supposed to work like that for you. That's like that's a lot of audacity right there. But I mean, I got so many stories, it's crazy. She said, who did it? Yeah, Jay Carly be ready to fight all the time, for real. She said the market ain't really a person that you could do for you or be spiteful. Right. Shoebox said, I'm 15 in the game and still refining my skill and focus level. Yeah, man. It's like every day. Literally every day you got to be sharp and on point. It only gets easier because you get better at it. It's not getting easier because the market got easier. The market is always the market. So the same market that you think is difficult now is going to be the same market that when you look at it, you be like, oh, this is easy as hell. Later on, when your skill level is up. So it's like as your skill go up, you start to see the simplicity of the way that you're interpreting the market. That's what's happening. It ain't got nothing to do with the market being easier for you. It's not that the market's easier for you. Oh, the market was good today. What does that even mean? Like, that's not even an intelligent statement to say. The market was good today. What? Like, you need to see a lot of markets. You need to see a lot of different angles of the market to know what it is. Jay Carr said, I can always tell when someone says something sideways to Mark. Jelani said, people be set tripping for real. Yeah, they do. And they be dead serious. Like, that's what bugs me out, is that they're serious about it. I'm like, you can't be serious about that. You can't be serious with that question. Like, you just can't be. I'm sorry. Stacey said, if the teacher don't do it, what makes you think as a student you can do it? Thank you. I'm like, is it me? You hit that right on the head, Stacey. That's what I'm talking about. Pip Daddy Diamond. Who's that? That's Jelani. Yeah, y'all are crazy. Yeah, but they really be going hard with it too. Like, let me see something real quick. I ain't gonna be here that long. All right, so that's good then. All right, cool. Shine bright like a diamond. That's an ill name though, Pip Daddy. That's hard right there. Yeah, man, these people be wilding out here, and you know that's why I know that even more like education is required, because people are really lost. Like they're lost when it comes to life. So naturally they're gonna be lost when it comes to what we do with the market, because what we do is life. It's like everything that we're doing in the market is everything that you would want to do when you're dealing with life and your experiences as a person. And that's what's so powerful about Team Alliance and the training. These are life lessons. They're life lessons that we're applying to the market. It's not the other way around. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're doing market stuff and then trying to live life based on that. It's the other way around. We're learning life lessons and applying it to the market. That's why it works. So it's the same knowledge that you can apply in your everyday life. You know what I mean? And that's why anytime, you know, like you'll hear me say stuff like, you got to become MRM8. You got to become what it is that you're trying to see. That's real. That's 100% real. So it's like anything that you want to do and want to accomplish, you really do have to become it. You got to live it, eat it, sleep it, breathe it, smell it, wake up, go to bed. That's all you're doing. You go to bed to it. You wake up to it. There's never a time. It's like the question is not, well, how often do you do it? The question is, how often don't you do it? Which is never. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not even a fair question to ask me. That's not a fair question to ask any of y'all. So, yeah, man, it's crazy how people just be thinking in terms of like entitlement. Like they feel so entitled to stuff. And I'm like, why? Why? And it's like, why do you feel entitled to something that nobody does? You know what I'm saying? You want exactly what nobody does. You want to come in, learn something that's going to make, you know, you turn $100 into $1 million. This dude is awfully close to the car. Some people just can't drive. I hope you got a camera in your car. Yeah, you got a camera with that truck. They be going all the way right up on the bumper. Sheesh. Yeah, they be wanting to do stuff that nobody ever did. Like, you want to take 100 to 1 million. What? What are you talking about? Where'd you get that from? And then when I have, you know, real conversations about it with them, it takes me a while to have a dialogue back and forth with these people before they understand how ridiculous they sound. It takes like dialogue. They gotta be exposed. And that's why I tell them to watch the videos, because I'm like, listen, just look at the videos and look at how the market was looking. And you tell me. Like, you tell me what you think. Watch this video and look at the market in this video. And you tell me what you think now. You think if it's going to be, you know, you look at that, see, and you tell me if you think it's going to be such a pushover as what you think it is now. And then when they start to actually look and to take it more serious, then they're like, oh, snap. Yeah, I see what you mean now. I'm like, yeah, you should. I don't even know where you came from with that. You came all the way out of left field with that. That was crazy. Adam, what's good, man? Yeah, see, this is not the lotto. Exactly. Exactly. And Jay Carly said, that's my plan, but I don't expect that tomorrow. Right. No one is saying that you can't do it, but you can't do it how you're saying that you want to do it. You saying it like, all right, well, I got all these bills to pay. I got child support. I got alimony. I'm divorced. I'm recently divorced, and I got to pay all of this alimony. It's killing me. I got to pay this child support. It's killing. All right. So first of all, you need to get your mind right because you have a lot on your plate. That's one. Two, okay, you're saying that, but don't put pressure on yourself now to try to make something happen that's impossible. You know what I'm saying? You want now, because you under pressure now, the impossible has to happen to save you from your situation and your circumstances. You want the impossible to happen now to save you from that. And then they be so crazy sometimes because they'll be like, well, if I can't do it that way, then, I can't do it. What? Like, you really sound crazy. You really sounding crazy if you really feel like that. Oh, well, if I can't have it my way, then it's the highway. All right, well, it's the highway. Interstate is right over there, bruh. It's the highway because you sounding crazy. You're sounding crazy. Sounding crazy, man. Adam said you don't want to open the juice. Continue to be thirsty. I'm gonna start saying that to everybody. Everybody that says something crazy to me, I'm gonna tell them that. Be like, well, if you don't want the juice, just stay thirsty, man. Yeah, man. Yo, telling you, audacity. People got audacity. And and then when I think about it more, I'm like, damn, I'm wondering if that's my fault a little bit because, maybe people get the wrong impression sometimes when they see like videos and they're looking at how easy it looks. But I'm like, nah, you can't really think that either because just because something looks easy, do people just prejudge that and just be like, well, he making it look real easy, so it has to be easy? Like, I'm wondering if that's how people think first, or if they really look into it and they're trying to figure out, well, I wonder what he's doing to make it look like it's easy. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if people really feel like that because, and understanding that will help me to understand what to say, like as far as more educational type of content that I can put out to help people. Cause I'm like, yo, y'all be bugging out if you really feel like that. Like, I'm telling you, it was like back-to-back people that hit me with the same thing. And I'm like, yo, where y'all coming from? Where are these people coming from? It's crazy. Nick, what's good, man? Adam said, you don't got to squeeze the orange, just open the juice. Peter Man says, stay thirsty, my friend. Yeah, Adam is saying they want it to be easy. They tell themselves that. Stacy said it's called time and patience and practice. Exactly. I'm like, so don't get Mark riled up. That's what I'm